right. So I just want to say welcome to, in fact, there's been a real shift in my work to really create the umbrella for the work I've been doing for so many years, since 2008. And so it's really become the Embodied Earth Institute and School for Integrative Dowsing. And the reason I'm taking that shift from just evolutionary dowsing is because the work is inclusive. It's not just I go in. I mean, I could just go into your house and go boom, 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 and do the dowsing, but um, um, that's okay, Stefano. If you can stay on, I don't know. But are you gonna?
I can stay on. Yeah, I can stay on, and yeah, for sure,
Okay.
no
So we
problem.
I
Just letting you
really
know.
want you to just this first half hour so we can open together, because it will really create a resonance between what you're wanting. I don't want to say what's not working, but just what you're wanting, and really getting clear of what that is, so that the house starts to begin to make that shift for your life, as a family. Yeah, so basically the work is really inclusive of, I have a background in somatic integration. I also have a background in feng shui. I'm not a feng shui master, but I do have been consulting for, I don't even know, over 20 years. And and the land enchantment, which is a pretty important piece as well. So when you work with whole systems, then everything starts to work as one, and that's really what we're wanting, right? I know you guys know that feeling of like when everything is feels like seamless grace and it's all moving, and the right people at the right time, and the nanny shows up and everything's moving, and that's really my goal, is to create that. And it it can come in layers. So the idea for me is to get, like, kind of get the taproot down and get really clear about what the intention is. Because a lot of times, even couples, like, they've been together and they love each other, and there are things that maybe you aren't even on the same page about, and you think you are. So it's sort of my role, and my forte a little bit, is to support this clarity. Because when the universe knows exactly, and what's sitting underneath moves, then we have this really amazing space. So, yeah, and then do the dosing, of course. Do you guys have any questions before we start?
Mm-mm.
Not even. Okay. Is Athena around, or are you alone, or?
No, she's at her little nature camp.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Right, cool. That's cool. Um, all right. So if you don't have any questions, then here's how this goes. So we're basically going to, so Christine, are you on a laptop, or are you on a phone? Like, what do
I'm
you,
on a laptop.
okay, can you walk with it?
Mhm.
Okay, perfect.
Do I need the tobacco for this?
If you have tobacco, it's really good. I actually have some here.
I can go
Um,
grab some. Do I need some? Should I go
it
grab it
would be,
before we
it would be
start?
really good. Yeah, because
Okay.
it creates, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. 1 second. I'll go grab it.
I was pretty blown away by where you guys live. Like, you're sitting, like, it's such an interesting.
It's beautiful. Yeah,
Yeah, well, what do you call it? Is it just one road at the top there, and houses are on either side, or?
yeah. Basically, it's just one. Yeah, it's just one road. It's not. Yeah, just
Yeah.
one straight road. Yep, that's it.
Wow, because
Mm,
I lived in Bird Rock, and then I lived on the top of okay, I'm forgetting, by Soledad Mountain Road, where the big monument is in La Jolla.
mm,
And of course, I've been around all those roads, but I've never seen that. And yes, it is beautiful, and it can also create certain experiences.
mm.
Just because essentially you want to
I
feel
couldn't find it.
okay. Don't worry,
There's no suitcase in your
you got lots.
office.
We'll use your hair.
Okay.
One
Okay.
piece. Okay, so I was just telling Stephanos I was really amazed by where you're living and the beauty of the I was asking him, is it just one row that and there are houses on either side because obviously that's what it looks like, and I
Yeah.
was like yes, and I was saying that's really beautiful and gorgeous because you obviously the view must be outrageous, and it can cause a little bit of frequency issues. Because
Hmm.
the idea is you really want to feel supported in your life, right? And from both of you, I can just kind of get there might be something sitting there and the actual house doesn't have that support from, we're talking about nature, it doesn't have it. Usually you want to feel like there's a mountain behind you. Not necessarily that there is a mountain, but that sense of being where your body can relax, right? So these are
Hmm.
some of the things that I'll be looking at anyway and be able
Yeah.
to so, okay, no questions. So we're going to open up the house. We're going to do the land acknowledgement. I have it here, and if you want to, I don't know if you printed one out for
I
yourself or.
did.
So
Uh,
we'll go outside and do the land acknowledgement, and then we're going to open up the house, and I'm going to invite you to, basically, the way I work is that I'm going to give you like my whole lifetime of experience of doing this, whatever that is to give you like that vision, having that experience of what I'm seeing and why I'm seeing it, and for you to actually feel it in your body so that anything that I'm giving you, you can, you will see like you'll never look at things quite the same because you'll start even looking at your friends' houses and going like, oh, no wonder why they're having this experience or that. But that's the beauty of this, that it's a, a transmission and you can take that. All right. So yeah, so let's go outside. And so if you would just take me out, and we'll see how, if we lose you, then we'll have to see.
do you want me
Um,
to recall from my phone? I can just rejoin from my phone.
well, try it. I mean, you can if you would rather. If you
Well, that
think,
way you'll lose me.
yeah, if you think we're gonna, because I know that walkway is pretty
It's pretty
long.
long.
Yeah. So,
Recording in progress.
okay.
Hold
Whoops.
on, get off.
Okay.
Did you want me to go out the front door?
Yes, we totally want to use the front door.
Okay. Yeah, we don't use the front door a lot.
Okay, this is good information.
Yeah, because our garage, well, just so you can see, like, there's the front door, right? And then there's these stairs that go
Yeah.
up to the garage, which is where like our cars and shoes and everything are. So that's where we usually come in and out.
Okay, and I'm going to explain to you about the front door, whether you use it or not.
Yeah, it's not
So
visible from the street either, the front
I
door.
know. Okay, so I'm going to explain everything to you because actually
Okay.
that makes a huge difference. And so it'll be
Yeah.
perfect.
Okay. Can I
Okay.
leave the door open or close it behind me?
Close it behind you and just I don't know if you can turn your phone the long way.
Yeah, do you want to see me or what I'm seeing?
I want to see what you're seeing.
Okay. 1 second.
And I'm going to just you can change your views, but I'm going to let's see. You start talking and then I'm going to oh no, it actually doesn't matter. This is fine.
Wait, hold on. There we go. Can you see what I'm seeing?
Yeah, so just go out all the way to the front of the street, and then I'll take a look at it for a minute, and then we'll find a place to do the land acknowledgement.
Okay. I'm at the street now.
Okay, hold on one sec. Trying to move my screen a little bit. Okay. Okay, will you start talking? I want to try and get you up at the top of the screen.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Hold on, I'm gonna just make you 1 second. Multi-speaker. Okay. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so I want to be able, so this is really important. We want to be able to see the top of the roof line. So you may have sometimes, let's see, move your camera a little bit. There you go. Okay. Um, okay, perfect. That is perfect. Thank you.
You need me to be able to see the top of the roof line of the whole house?
Yeah. So
Then I
you,
need to go back up. I need some shoes.
do you need to go
Because
across the
I,
street?
huh?
You need to go across the street?
I do. Because I
Okay.
can only see like the front tip of the house. I
Okay.
can't see the
Okay.
peak of the
So,
house.
okay. So the first thing we'll do before you go back across the street after you get your shoes, we'll find a spot. Like, is there something in nature? Is there a tree you are that you love, or is there anything? I can't really.
Well, there's these purple flowers I love that are falling off. I could grab one of those.
No, you're going to actually put your
My
turn
hand
on.
on something.
Yeah, turn around for a second. Sorry. We'll get this right. Okay.
But
Um,
see how I can't see like
yep, I'm going to talk about that. Yep. It's fine. So we want to
are you back
go,
up?
well, I want to do the land acknowledgement first. So stay on
Okay.
the land and then we'll back
Okay.
up. Okay.
Okay.
So what's that tree to the right?
That one?
Yeah. Okay.
That's not on our property.
That is not on your property. Okay.
The
Yep.
little palm tree is.
Okay. We'll do it in the little palm tree. Okay. Fine. What kind of tree is that larger one?
I don't know, but it's our neighbors.
Okay. That's all right. It wants to be part of this. All right. Here we go. So the reason that we are doing a land acknowledgement first is to um, really honor the traditional homelands of the people,
Right.
right? And have you done anything like this before?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So just I never do a dowsing without this acknowledgement and gratitude and appreciation for whosever territory it is,
Yeah.
and to support us, you know, in creating a deeper. Obviously, you both have a love of nature from, or at least Stephanos definitely talked about it. You talked about it some, and so just and to create that foster that connection, and also even more than that now is to think aware, be aware of how we can, give back.
Mm.
That actually Indigenous people are not asking us just to do a land acknowledgement, to consider ways that we might be able to support those, that are in our local environment and in our watershed. So it's something that it really develops something, a very beautiful communion. And we want the ancestors to work with us as we're doing this. So really
Right.
simple. You know, we can read it together. And
Okay.
then
And you want me to be touching the tree?
you can do whatever you feel called to do. But what I want you to do is take one lock of your hair and place it
Okay.
around the tree. So do whatever. So this is your connection with the land because we want the land to support what you guys are wanting.
Yes.
And this land even is, well, I haven't gotten a feeling for it yet. And so it's not like soft land. It's rough, and those
Correct.
people that live there, they had a certain tenacity in living, and very interesting. So do both of you, So it's always interesting, and we will talk about more of what I call a key line. So let's just read this together.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to open to the Deva of the land and the nature spirits. And since how old is Athena?
4.
Okay, perfect. She's the perfect because that age, so in their wonder and in their
Yeah.
joy and the magic of everything. So we want to really, may even want to create a space for that to happen. So we want to acknowledge that this dowsing is being held on the traditional homelands and this is really tricky to say, Peomacoichum, the Louisiano, and the Diegno, the Kumeyaay. Do you know how to say any of those?
I think it's just Kumaye because there's a trail
Kumeyaay.
for that. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay. So I'm kind of with the other ones, they come before the Kumeyaay. So they lived, we can read this together if you want. They
Sure.
lived, fished,
Fished, hunted, and
hunted, and
traveled.
traveled throughout the region
We wish to honor and
and
respect
respect
those who
those who
maintain
maintain the
land,
land,
water, flora, and
flora,
fauna
and
as we
fauna
see
as we
today.
see today.
Now the home of Christine
Trusting
Hassler,
history,
Stephanos Stephanos, and Athena Stephanos, who are honored to be its
honored to be
stewards.
stewards.
We have come
Come
today to pay
together
our respect to the elders, past,
as
present, and
present
emerging.
and emerging.
We acknowledge that we
Lord,
are still learning about the First Nations people whose lands once included 7129 Aviara Drive, Carlsbad, California, within the Carlsbad watershed. We also recognize the ongoing hardships they face after losing unceded homelands and affirm our responsibility to build relationships and opportunities that support the well-being of the First Nations people who continue their ancestral traditions. We express our deep gratitude and ask for forgiveness for the ignorance of our shared humanity. We wish to honor the elders and custodians of this land and respectfully request permission to engage in this work. We seek guidance to remove all obstacles, deepen resonance, and restore harmony and balance to the land and water. Enjoy, peace, and truth for the highest good of all. And so it is, and it is done. It is done. It is done.
So just let's all just kind of take a moment and just if there's anything else that you want to say or add, or Stefano, if there's anything that you want to add.
No, that sounds great. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. So we just at this moment Christine, is there anything else you want to add?
Well, I do believe this land and this home found us.
Mm.
And so I really open to like what it needs from us. I think it wanted us here. And so I'm just,
Mm.
remaining open to what it needs from me because something does feel very out of sync.
That's really beautiful because in the dowsing, that's something that I will sit with as well. What is the land wanting? And that's something that most people don't think about. They think about what they want from the land, but not so much what the land wants.
Mm-hmm.
So you can already feel the energy. Like for me, I can already feel like the energy is like softening and opening, and that's really a beautiful thing. So at this moment too, we want to acknowledge and ask for the ministry of angels and the deva of this land to um, be able to know what our purpose is here is to support um, and the benefit of you living there, and for Athena to feel comfortable and held. And we ask for support from the angels and archangels, the animal totems, nature spirits, earth, water, fire, and ether. And we ask that there's support for this family, and that just imagining just a beautiful golden light going down into the earth, this taproot of connection, and that there's a beneficent reciprocity of goodness and prosperity and a deepening of purpose. And I think that's probably good enough for right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So on that paper too, I want to just explain that, it's really beautiful to learn. I don't know how much you know about your watershed or the Carlsbad watershed, but I put, that information on the back.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah. So yeah. So just to create that sense of unity with the land and the water and the air. Yeah. You were talking about that a little bit as well. Okay. So Now I want you to go across the street so we can see the whole house, and
Okay.
then we'll walk forward. So even though I'm doing the dowsing, um,
Gosh,
and
I'm gonna have to kind of walk.
well, just I put me right in front. Where's the, okay, we're looking at the house, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Nope, we want to, you got to get in front of the front door. So if we need to get closer, we will. Okay, stop right there. Are you okay where you are? You're not in the middle
Yeah.
of the street, right? Okay.
It's a very quiet street. I can be out
Okay.
here.
Okay, perfect. Okay. So, even though I'm doing mainly dowsing, let's say for now, I will be sharing golden nuggets, feng shui golden nuggets. And part of why we want to be at seeing the front door is because if you consider the front door is the door to your heart. So if someone is in gratitude for something that you've done, or you've coached them, or when they give you that check, or that cash, or however they do it, there's an exchange that's uplifting for both, right? Like, wow, thank you so much, this is amazing. And then they hand you the exchange
Hmm.
of money, right? And there's a sense of upliftment. So the front door of the house is, and I'll be sending you stuff all along as we're doing this, but there's a sense of that up leveling of connection and joy and support, like immediately. So the front door of the house is vital. That pathway to the front door is, it feels like almost like a meandering stream.
Hmm.
But now let's speak to it more as we're going, because I want you to feel what's going on. Right. So right now we're just going to do an open invocation, and then I'm going to have you walk across the street, and we will do the intention for the dowsing, even though I asked you already.
Hmm.
That's just to kind of get things moving, get the energy moving. But at that point, it's really important to be able to speak out loud to the universe, which is why Stephanos, I wanted you here, so that we can get really clear. So that the energy starts flowing your direction
Mm.
fully.
Hmm.
Like we want that full flow. So, okay. So I want you to envision like a big pyramid that at least from the rooftop going up into an apex.
Hmm.
And you can see it's the legs of it coming down, but just to kind of get a sense of where that apex is above the house, right?
Okay.
Okay. And I just want you to envision this beautiful, from the great central sun, just coming down, this beautiful, radiant, golden white light, just coming down, you know, actually, I would just say more like a platinumy white light, just coming down through the roof. Do you have a basement? I don't think you do, right?
No.
No, I didn't. Okay. So coming down through the roof, through the rafters, and really moving through each layer of the house, coming down, and just envisioning this light moving through under the beds, in the cabinets, under the bathroom, by the toilet, just it's just coming down and it's filling the space. And you're not doing anything. All you got to do is hold your attention there and just see this light, envision this light coming down into all the rooms. And you might have a sense of, you might have a sense of, different places, spaces might feel a little more dense or not if you are sensitive to energy, but don't even worry about that. Just envision this house and that light coming down, 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 and down into the first floor, and expanding under the tables and the couch and the kitchen and wherever cabinets there are, out through the garage, and we're just calling in this really beautiful white light to purify, to cleanse, right? And then from the center of the earth to the center of your house, I want you to envision this violet flame moving clockwise. Okay. So the violet flame is really about transmutation. So this energy can be transmuted, whatever sticky or holding you back, or, just that it's moving up through. And it's the same thing, that it's moving up through the garage and the first floor into all the rooms, up to the second floor, and still. And within this violet flame are two frequencies. One is one we know very well, which is what you guys are all about, is just about unconditional love. So the rose frequency, right? Rose or red, whatever, this beautiful rose color coming under the house. Okay, so it's part of the violet flame coming under the house and up to that apex. So it makes a full, you could see it as an orb, or if you are Athena, you might see it as a bubble coming around. And ultimately, this energy, which is within the violet flame, is so that anyone walking into the house feels that sense of unconditional love. Or I think with Stephanos, we're going to have to use unconditional epic love. And just holding that frequency, right? So that anyone who walks in has that experience, obviously, including yourself. So just taking a minute to feel that. And feel what that would feel like to your body, to really have that sense that your body can relax, that the full expanse of love that is really surrounding you. So the house wants this as much as you do, by the way. And then I want you to envision this beautiful sapphire blue orb the same way, coming under the house and up and around as a full circle. And just feeling into that frequency. And this frequency is, it is about protection. Ultimately, that whatever is outside the house stays outside, and what's ever going on inside the house stays there as well. So it's a field of protection. But here's the other thing: it's really a field of empowerment. And so that anybody walking into the house has that feeling of empowerment. And we're really calling that in, especially with the work that I don't know yet, Christine, what you're doing, but what I know about Stephanos, that work, yeah, we want to feel empowered, and not empowered over our emotional body, but empowered as a whole living system, which means, we have a living ecosystem. We'll talk more about that. So now we're just setting that frequency. And because you were talking about Athena and you guys not sleeping, just we want to see now, envision this beautiful emerald green frequency around the house. Same thing, under the house and above. Right. In some ways, we're creating a rainbow, right? But just to know that these are actual vibrational frequencies, and the green is, yes, it's about the heart and the heart energy, but it's about your vitality. And you were talking about really wanting that, to really feel that vitality again. So we want that house to be holding that. And one more, which would be, and this is a fairly recent, over the past maybe 10 years, is the magenta frequency. So envisioning this beautiful magenta frequency coming under and around your house. And because of the work you do and the consciousness that you carry, this frequency of unity. Oops. Just, if you can hold the phone up a little bit more. There you go. I know.
Yeah, there's just someone walking by.
Okay.
I wanted to.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, I will say something about that in a minute. Okay. So now finally, imagine a beautiful golden dome coming down over the house. And this just rests on the land. This beautiful golden dome coming around and behind the house and front of the house. And it's just holding that frequency of abundance. And abundance in all areas, abundance as love, abundance as wealth, health, and success. Okay. So that just pretty much, um, I'm just checking to see if there's anything else that we want to do at this point. So let's walk across the street and
Back
just,
towards my house.
yeah, towards your house and just stay focused on the walkway, okay? So I can see that. Yeah, there you go. Just walking toward the house. And I'm going to show you something right away. So just stay as close to the street. There you go. Okay, great. So, well, actually, I'm going to wait a minute. Let's set the intention for what you guys are wanting. So Christine, I'm going to ask you, and I'm just going to listen, and then I may want to say something afterward, before Stefano speaks. But this is one of the most important moments, believe it or not, in the dowsing
Hmm.
to get this intention really clear. So, do you need to
I'm
be?
just walking to get a hat. It happens to be 90 degrees outside
Oh
today.
crap! I'm so sorry.
So like I'm
It's
having a hard time.
sorry. It's 38 degrees here.
No, it is not. It's like so hot here. There's no wind
Okay.
and it's
I know.
very bright.
Shade.
Okay, let me get
Okay.
this
Sorry.
hat.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll be almost done in a
Okay.
few minutes. Okay. Great. Thank you. Yeah. If there's anything that comes up or you want to stop me, or yeah, please do.
Okay.
Okay. Great. Okay. So, Christine, what is your intention for the dowsing?
My intention is to feel like myself again, to get out of survival mode, to have visibility in my career. That's a 22-year career that I feel has completely gone down the drain. Um, to be free of pain, to feel more supported, to feel vitality and creativity and passion and just life force energy. For my daughter to feel grounded and supported, regulated, for her to sleep restfully and peacefully, and for her to be able to just truly enjoy the magic of childhood and be unencumbered by unnecessary energies. Um, and financial prosperity, which this is the first time ever in my adult life that I haven't had that, where I felt um, like tightness and contraction around finances. And like I know I can generate, but I feel like a prisoner to being the primary parent and running the house. And like I feel like I have shackles on in addition to the pain. So I'd like a feeling of freedom as well.
Okay, I'm going to actually hold off. Sometimes I'll talk directly to the first person, but I'm not getting that feeling right now. So, okay,
Okay.
do you feel like you're complete?
Um, my only other intention would be that this house serves as a protection. You know, there's a lot of weird energies. There's chemtrails, there's glyphosate. We live on a golf course. You know, there's just a lot of like yuckiness out there on both the physical and energetic level. And this house, this can be like a vortex, like a real protective, recharging, rejuvenating place for us. Yeah.
Are you complete?
Yes.
Okay. All right, just take a breath. I am going to say a lot about this because I'll explain in a minute, but let's get Stephanos. Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want you to just feel into your body, your heart, and your mind. What is the interest and what's the intention of the dowsing for you? And there's no right or wrong here, by the way. I want to make sure because you're going to both say different things, but I'm going to help unify this.
Yeah. Think like ease, peace and grace in our household. Um, Slowness and calmness in our home. Um, very much resonate with everything Christine shared and would very much want all of that as well. But the house also becomes a conduit for prosperity and wealth and abundance, and that it becomes a safe space for us. I like vortex what Christine said, but also think it's a. She also said rejuvenation. It's a place for us to really grow. And so there's again abundance, prosperity at the home, and that we can grow uh, together as a family, and that it really nurtures that growth and that connection for all of us. Um, yeah, and that it gives us what we need, and that we're able to reciprocate that in the ways that just loving and open, and that the home facilitates a more of an opening within us as well, and that there's great wisdom that comes from being on that land.
Okay. Are you complete?
Yeah, and if I wasn't clear, just to be clear, like everything Christine
Yeah.
shared,
Okay.
very much agree with. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So,
particularly around the restfulness and the sleep and the financial prosperity.
okay, cool. So, I want to ask you both before I get more individual. I want to ask you both, because Stephanos, you mentioned a little bit about your relationship, but I want you to be really way more. Are you going back outside?
I'm just sitting in the shade.
Okay, perfect. Okay. And then I will have you walk back in, but it'll be
Yeah.
like 3 minutes. Okay. So sorry. Oh my gosh. You need an umbrella. Okay. So I want to ask you both about relationship in as far as the intention around relationship. It's really important to get really like, so number one, anything that gets spoken here is totally confidential. Nothing goes anywhere. I'm not that kind of person. It stays right here. So it's really important because everything is about relationships, number one, but also I feel like, here you are, you're the grounding roots for your daughter. And Stephanos, you didn't, I think it was you who mentioned something about intimacy. Oh, no, Christine, I think that was you who said,
Mhm.
okay. And so this is just being helpful here. So in everything you said, guess what was the one thing you didn't mention was about relationship or your relationship with Stefano. And I want to go, I'm hoping you're willing just to kind of go there to just let's open the framework for not what isn't working, but if your relationship, this goes for both of you, if your relationship was the way you would really want it, how would you describe that? I want you to describe that to the universe. So this, as an example, this house is, some people it's a sanctuary, some people it's a refuge, some people it's a gathering space. I don't know yet. We're working on that right now. But this house is supporting, Stephanos and myself to, whatever it is that would move you into feeling safe. Because I think this is about safety in the intention is really important, that this house really creates an environment of safety for you both so you can relax and, really feel each other. So I'm just digging a little bit, but just
Mhm.
take a breath and you might even want to put your hand on your belly or whatever. Just kind of feel into it.
Um, well, I just hope that this house can support like us actually having a connected, compassionate, supportive, um, passionate marriage.
Yahoo. Okay, I got goosebumps. Yeah, hello, absolutely. So we want to get rid of the word hope. We want to
Hmm.
get this really clear. So this house, our home, uh, creates a environment, a vibration of connected, compassionate support and passion, however you would say it. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for like, boo, really strong, right? It's okay if part of you doesn't believe it right now, but we have to get what is it what would feel good to your body, right?
Hmm.
Okay. Is there anything else that you want to say about that right now?
Mm-mm.
Okay. All right, Stephanos, Mr. Epic, love. Be really good for you to just kind of put something.
Yeah. That the home and the land supports us in deep connection, passion, enjoyment, play, ease. Um, yeah, slowness with each other, and a commitment to it facilitates us in understanding and hearing each other in deeper ways.
All right. Yes. Okay, so I'm just going to ask for a blurt. So on a scale from 0 to 10, how does that feel, what you just both said? Just can you
Like in terms of accuracy?
no, not about accuracy. Just how does it feel in your body? Like that this home, I'm going to repeat it a little bit. This home and land provide us with connection, compassion, and support. It's a place to learn to play together and to deepen our passion and relationship with each other. Just something on that line. Just kind of how,
Yeah, it feels good.
so okay, here's another way of doing it. And the way that makes me feel is, and then just let the blurt come. So Christine, say the whole thing. And the way this makes me feel,
Is relieved.
yeah, perfect. Great. And Stephanos, and the way this makes me feel
Yeah, and the way this makes me feel is grateful. I'd also add another thing to that is team. I,
is what?
I team. This home and in the land helps us in being a very strong and connected team.
Oh, team. Got it. Great. Perfect. Okay. That's what I thought you said, but okay. So just take a breath with that because that's where we want to go. That's perfect. Okay. So now let's go to some of the other stuff. I feel that this is almost oh my God. AI is doing this weird thing with my hand. Okay. So I feel that almost like this is the basis right here. This is the taproot. Because if you're in it, because and the one other word I would maybe invite, like this house provides you with a sense of joy. Because if you're in your joy, I mean, definitely grateful and definitely relieved, but now let's up level it. Like that you're actually, when you open that front door, when you're in that house, there's a sense of like joy, right? It's a little different than just relief. It's like now we're inviting something more. Does that resonate?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to work this a little bit because this is really important. And you can notice the parts of your body that may go, yeah, right, but that's where, you know, when the dowsing is done, that's the sense that we have. That sense of you open that front door and it just feels like you're open-hearted, right?
Mm-hmm.
So number one also is the safe space. All right. So, and the important thing is like what you shared in the beginning was really beautiful and true. And we want to get rid of all the, you know, what's not working. So, so what I'm hearing, so I'm going to just kind of focus on you, Christine, for a minute. So what I'm hearing is when you were talking about your career and your visibility, and I'm not going to the prisoner thing yet, but
Mm-hmm.
so so if it was really working, you know, if this house supports, you know, for you specifically, um, you know, a career that I want you to describe it like, what is it that what you're really wanting? What's the truth about you? You know, like, that this house, uh, yeah, supports your, I would actually say vocation more than career because,
Sure, my vocation, my visibility, what my gifts,
yeah,
um, all the things that I've had.
yeah, and more. So, and
Yeah,
more, right?
and
So,
more.
right, because, um, yeah, you want to be able to, again, the relief and relax. So if you saw your environment, and Stephanos too, is your home a sanctuary, a refuge? Is it a gathering space? Do you have a sense of the feeling of what the space provides?
Right now,
No, your dream. This is
um,
your dream home that we're
yeah, I
creating.
think it would be,
Sanctuary and a vortex for growth.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Great.
Okay.
But I'm careful with the vortex for growth. I think we relate to that differently. I would say prosperity, not growth. I feel like growth, like I've had
Okay.
enough freaking growth lately. Um, I prosperity, peace, um, support,
Okay. Great. Um,
and visibility, but visibility in like a safe way, obviously. Like I don't want to
mhm,
be,
right.
yeah.
I think if you felt like that the space provided a place where you could be more playful, like I think that let's go to the I feel like I'm a prisoner in shackles. I understand that.
Hmm.
So I think in this intention that this house, really opens a doorway to freedom for you
Hmm.
in your, so that word freedom is really important to your body,
Hmm.
that, and it's softer. And I think let me ask you something, if you felt like your body could relax and and you felt that softness, right? Just the way it
Hmm.
softened when we were out by that plant. Um, does that take care of the feeling of being in shackles? Do you feel like that if you felt free?
I'd have to feel both free and supported.
Okay, great. Okay. So really important for you is that this dowsing really creates an environment where you feel safe, supported, and um, can open to receive
Hmm.
the experience of freedom. And
Hmm.
if you felt like that, would there be any issue with vortex of growth? Would you, I'm just asking,
Um,
do you even
I,
think
I
about that?
just,
Mhm.
I think growth can come in the form of challenges as well, and I could use a break from those.
Okay. Okay. So we'll meet that more. So that's kind of like a developed belief system that's sort of got you tight. So the
Hmm.
house creates, I'm seeing almost more like a river, like I'm seeing you stand, being by the river and your feet are on the ground and you're being able to, absorb the ions and I think water for you is probably going to be really important. Um,
Hmm.
It'll be interesting to see what's going on in the house, but where your body can relax and I think what Stephanos is saying in terms of the intention, just having it be really calm and peaceful.
Hmm.
And maybe for you, sanctuary is a right word. I don't think it's refuge, because refuge would mean for some people they're writers and they want to be in a refuge, right? Or they're out all the time, and but a sanctuary provides an environment where your body can relax.
Hmm.
You're not feeling so um, sensitive to the energies of where you're feeling beaten up,
Hmm.
right? And that and hopefully what we're going to get is an experience uh, that actually growth is something that happens with so much love and so much joy, right? That you
Yeah.
get to play a little bit more. So I get where you are. And so just okay. So freedom, I think, is essential.
Hmm.
Okay. Let me
And
just
Shelley, I blocked off an hour for this call. I
oh,
actually have another call.
okay.
So I can push it back a little bit, but do we need to, how much more do we have to do? Because I don't want to rush us.
Okay, sorry. Okay. Um, this has been a lot. Okay. Yeah, usually I don't even go more than a half hour, but this is because it's the both of you.
Yeah.
Um, I think we're there with the
Okay.
intention,
Okay.
and I'm just going to wrap it up. And then
Okay.
it's going to be a few minutes to go walk into the house. So probably like 10 minutes. Would that be all right or no?
Um,
5 minutes?
5 minutes is okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Great. Okay. So I'm going to write this up for you, but so why don't you go back out to go back out so I can see the walkway? Sorry. Wow. I wasn't even watching the time. I was just being with sort of
That's
what.
okay.
Okay. All right. So back up. Um, and from now on, I will definitely leave an hour or more. So you need to go back up to the street where the end of the walkway.
Okay.
Okay. So basically, this house is a sanctuary that provides deep support where there's a sense of compassion and intimacy and play that your life really needs to have a little bit more balance of play. All right, so walking into the house is essential. So right now, if you're standing at the end of the pathway, are you?
Hmm.
What's really important for me is just to get where the energy is going. When you're looking at this pathway right now and you're walking, just walk slowly. Stop right now. Where is the energy going? Can you see where it's like landing? So
Kind
you,
of landing in Athena's bedroom.
yeah, right. And it's not really going to the front door.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So we need the energy to go to the front door. So there are some feng shui things that we need to do. So keep walking toward the gate. And Stephanos, you just kind of, okay. So I
I'm
want,
just watching. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So stop at the gate,
Hmm.
open that gate if you can.
It's open.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. So go walk through the gate and put the gate to your back. Okay. Stop right here. No, back up a little bit. Or, okay. So where's the energy going now?
It's just really going really to Athena's room and that brick wall. I mean, that wall.
Is that her room? The glassed in window is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So right. So we're hitting a wall. Like,
Yeah.
but what's really interesting is we can peripherally see the door, but
Yeah.
it's hitting the wall, right?
Yeah.
This is indicative of what's going on in your life. This is amazing how you'll begin to see. So now go down those couple of steps. Okay, stop. Okay. Well, go down to the bottom step.
Yeah. It's more than a couple. It's like
Oh,
half a flight of stairs.
oh, geez. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, stop right here. Where is the energy going? Is it still hitting that wall, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That wall is, we need to get the energy. So just quickly, as an example, if I put a Buddha, like if you love Buddhas, and I put a Buddha in front of that wall, where is the energy going?
The Buddha.
The Buddha. It's not going to the front door. If I were to turn and angle the Buddha a little bit to the
Hmm.
right, if I angled it a little bit toward the door,
Yeah.
guess what? Can you see what would begin to
Yeah.
happen? Right?
Hmm.
He shifts. So we are going to need to do something there to get the energy to go to the front door. Okay, so now we have a sense of, so now walk towards the door. Okay, so stop here. So what's happening here is you've got the whole front of the house. The garage is huge. You've got pathway that's
Mhm.
hitting the wall, and we've got this inset door. So from the back, you can't even really see the door because
Mhm.
it's like in a cave.
Right, right,
So we have to shift that because we want the door to, we want the door to your heart to be, that's exactly what you're saying. I don't even feel visible, right?
right.
We want to open this up. This has to be opened up. And we will talk about this. But right now, so one more thing, go through the front door. And now open the front door and shut it and put your back to the front door. I want to see what we're looking at. Okay, so now yeah, shut it and then put your back to the front door. And I want just so if you were walking in the door, what are we looking at now? Where's the energy going now?
That lamp on this table.
Okay. And can you also see that all of a sudden we have this angled wall?
Yeah. No,
Like,
I've been aware of this.
okay, great. Okay. So I mean, this is a lot of feng shui stuff, which we have to talk about.
Yeah.
Because right
Can we
now,
fix this?
huh?
Can we fix this? Can we
Yes, we
rectify
can.
this?
Yes, we
Okay,
can.
great.
But I want you to have the experience of like, oh my God, wow, no wonder this isn't really working. And it's not that the house is bad. And then, so this is just the feng shui, just like getting a sense of, okay, this is what's happening. And it's okay that you're using the back door, but I would really invite you to begin just to use the front door a little bit.
Yeah, we can.
But just to be aware of the front door, okay? Because that is the
Okay.
front door. Okay. All right. So you can go back. Well, you can turn the screen around and just go sit for a second, and we will close.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So welcome to um, evolutionary dowsing. And now you have a sense of like, oh wow. So we've set the intention. We've talked to the ancestors. Um, I'll probably need some more photographs, but I'll let you know.
Okay.
And so right now we just want to close this part and just really sending gratitude to feng shui masters, the dowsing masters, the frequency of light to be asked that be held to the deva of this land. And also we call in the deva of this house to really speak loud and clear to us. Gratitude to Mama Earth and all the nature spirits and elementals, to my dowsing guides. We love you, we love you, we love you. We thank you, we thank you, we thank you. Oh, so from this
Oh,
point, from this
thank you.
point, just really know that we're in, and I want to make sure
Okay.
that we're on group texts, or at least, or we can be on. I don't know. We just need to be communicating.
Well,
So,
we are because I texted you both
oh,
I was
great,
going to be
perfect.
late, so you have us on a
Okay,
thread.
perfect. So that's
Yeah.
perfect. And so if anything comes up from this point on, like my commitment is I'm available, even if it's a
Okay.
worry, a concern, and I'll email you some of this stuff, and then I mean you never know what's going to happen. Something
Yeah.
magical could happen tonight, or maybe you don't know.
Right.
So
So are
can
you going to work more on the house without us? Is that how it
no,
works? That
no. So my
okay.
next step, no. So my next, I'm going to need more help because I gotta really print out the drawings. I've got some of them printed out, but so
Yeah.
my thing now is to sit probably at least an hour or more and assess the house,
Uh-huh.
find out what's going
Uh-huh.
on
Okay.
with the
Okay.
dowsing, and then we're gonna get together for at least 90 minutes. Um,
Okay. Would it be helpful if I sent you like a video walkthrough of the house just to
yes,
kind of, okay,
yes.
I'll do that.
So you might want to just do it as the first floor and then do another
Yeah.
video, right?
Yeah, I
Yes,
can
the
do that.
videos will be really helpful because it's so
Okay.
convoluted, the design. Yeah, and any
Yeah.
questions, just text me or email me, and we're working as one.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry, I have to jump.
Yeah, yeah, no
Thank you.
worries. And Stephanos,
Okay.
have a good trip, and talk
Yeah,
to you.
thank you. Shelley, can you stay on for 1 minute?
Yes, I can stay on.
Yeah,
I can
okay.
stay on. Yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
I've only got a minute, but so I just wanted to add something to my intention, and that was I also I see the home as a vehicle for ease in my vocation, visibility, and prosperity, and then us as a team again. I just wanted to add that. I just wanted to say that out loud and vocalize it. That's all.
No, I'm really good because I'm really
Yeah.
glad because
I just don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to say it in the negative. But I don't want to struggle. I don't want to fight so hard for dreams that I have. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy to work hard, but fight hard. Like I'm just like I'm at a point in my vocation. At least this is again a belief that I have or an idea that I have where it doesn't really need to be so difficult. Like things can come with greater ease and greater grace. And I've created enough equity and wisdom and knowledge in the world for that to happen. And I, I just, yeah, I want the home to really facilitate that expansion.
So can we, because of what you're saying for you, grace is a really easy word for, I would just invite, like, let's make it seamless grace.
Seamless grace.
And
Yeah.
see, and really bring that
Yeah.
into your body, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
because that says, yeah, exactly what you're saying. And again, I
Yeah.
keep seeing this river flowing, right?
Yeah.
This river of your life, and you're in the center of it, and
Mm,
you get to make choices,
mm,
but you're really feeling the river's carrying you and
mm,
bringing
mm,
you the wealth that a river does
mm.
always, right?
Yeah.
And the delta, and maybe the image also of a delta, because the
Mm,
river runs down and the delta becomes where every entity, animals, fish, birds, everything
mm.
starts to flourish. And so maybe really the word flourish is a really good word for you also.
Yeah. It
That,
is. Yeah. Flourishment. Yeah. Flourish. I want my career to really flourish and take off and in ways that it has not before and in ways that I've envisioned for a very long time and just
mm,
allow seamless ease and grace there.
great. Let's do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Thank
Thank
you. I
you.
look forward to connecting again soon. Thank
Okay,
you.
yeah, real soon. All right.
Thank you so much.
Okay, have a good
Bye
trip.
bye.
Bye.
Thank you.